Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys about my favorite setting sprays and facial mists. Make sure that you go ahead and subscribe and turn on the notification bell before we get started. And yeah, let's get started. Setting sprays in general are very important for me being a woman of color, because a lot of translucent powders can look ashy on me as opposed to a translucent shade. I use setting sprays to really blend in those powders to where it doesn't look ashy on me. It just blends into my skin tone. Setting sprays is one of those products that isn't talked about a lot, but is one of the most important products in the makeup application. So I definitely recommend you guys to always have a setting spray in your collection. It just makes a world of a difference. So the first setting spray is the Mario Badescu Rose Water Facial Spray. This one is actually my favorite. I'm doing the best first. I use this when my highlight is kind of sitting on top of my skin as opposed to really soaking in. As you can see with my highlight now, it looks more like a glow just right there as opposed to a shimmer sitting on top of my skin. And so I will use this to kind of blend my makeup together. And I also will use this when my foundation is looking a little too powdery. So some foundations dry a little too matte, and I don't want my skin to look super matte. Even though I do have oily skin, I just like for my makeup to look more like skin. Sometimes when foundations look like powder, that's when you can tell that I'm wearing a lot of makeup. So I like to use this to take away that cakey look, take away that powdery look. This one is my favorite. I use this pretty much every single time I do my makeup. I mean, you see when I alternate between others, but this one I love to finish off my makeup. This one is 8 fluid ounces and it's $12, so it's actually the most inexpensive one that I have and the best one. You can get this one at Ulta, and you can also get a smaller one that's half this, 4 fluid ounces, and it's $7. But I just think it's more cost effective to get the bigger one because it's bigger and it's 12 ounces, but you can't travel with it on a plane, so that's the only downside. But you can't travel with the 4 ounce anyway, so you really can't travel with either one. But yeah, so I really like this one. This one is my favorite. So the next one is the MAC Fix Plus. This one you get 3.4 fluid ounces and it's $26, so a bit more inexpensive for the amount that you get. I use this more so for eyeshadows. So when I want to make my metallic shades, shimmer shades, satins, pigments more pigmented, I will use this. I will actually apply the eyeshadow onto an eyeshadow brush, and I'll just spray the brush with it, and then I'll apply it, and that will make it more pigmented, more intense of a metallic eyeshadow. And I also use it to prevent or take away some of the fallout that I get with my shimmer eyeshadows. It doesn't completely eliminate it, it just helps to have less fallout because the eyeshadows are sticking to that wet base a lot better and going onto the eyelid as opposed to falling on your face. You will still get some fallout, but it just gives you less fallout. And I also use it, of course, as a facial spray, and this one doesn't set the makeup, nor does this one. Neither one of these set the makeup, but they just help to blend in the makeup. I use this for a lighter blending, so if my foundation and concealer and powder actually looks pretty good and doesn't look too powdery and the highlight is blending in, I'll just use this one because it's a lighter mist and I'm just trying to make sure that everything is blended together, just doing an extra little step. I'll use this for that as well, but I mostly use it for eyeshadows. My next favorite is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This one you get 4 fluid ounces and it is $32. So actually, I think this one is the most pricey, especially for the amount you get. And this one is actually one of my favorites. I don't go through this that often because this is for special occasions, for when I have like a lot of meetings throughout the day, or I just am doing a all-day event and I want to make sure that I do not have to touch up because I may not have time to touch up. So I'll make sure that I use this. I do have a video on how to prolong your makeup, how to not have any touch-ups. This is the key ingredient in that video. I'll link it in one of these corners so you guys can check it out if you haven't seen it. I am from Memphis, and that's in the South, and we have a lot of humidity. Like, humidity is crazy, especially July, August. Yeah, so I will use this for those months and just anywhere that it's a humid condition. So whether that's a party, small venue, a lot of people, yeah, I'll use this for that. This one is another one of my favorites. I don't use this one every single day because this setting spray is so powerful that I feel like it may not be the best thing to wear on an everyday basis. So I reserved this for special occasions and I'll use this one for every day. The last one is the CoverGirl Look Lock-Up Setting Mist. You guys see me use this one a lot on my channel as well. Now this one I use for a light setting spray. So when I want to prolong the wear of my makeup, but only by a few more hours, I will wear this. And it also helps to get rid of the powderiness as well. So it's basically a 2-in-1. This and this mixed together, but just on a lighter level, I'm setting my makeup. I actually used the CoverGirl one today to set my makeup. So it really just melted in all the powders and made my foundation look a lot more like skin. This one is actually $12 and 3.4 fluid ounces. So it's more expensive, I guess you could say, for the amount that you get, because both of these are $12, but you get 8 fluid ounces and this one is 3.4, but for two totally different things. So that's the last setting spray. Now I am a makeup addict, so of course I will have 4 setting sprays, but I realized that that is a bit much. So if I had to choose what I think is very important, the All Nighter setting spray and the Mario Badescu facial spray, I would get both of these. This one you can get half of this 4 fluid ounces for $7. So you can opt for that one if it's your first time trying it and you want to just see how it is. You can buy that one and this one, and then you'll be set. I've only used half of this, and I think I've had this for 5 or 6 months, and I use it pretty much every time I do my makeup. So yeah, it lasts pretty long. And so yeah, those are the 2 that I really recommend. I'm really glad that I did this video for you guys, because this is like one of those best kept secrets as to one of the most important things in makeup, period. To me, I guess I should say, to me, it's the most important thing is having a good setting spray, because it makes the makeup look 10 times better. Let me know down in the comments what are some of your favorite setting sprays. I would love to know, or facial sprays if you don't use setting sprays. Make sure that you thumbs up this video if you liked it, if it was helpful, and I promise I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.